Witam w 73 odcinku z Kingdom Come Deliverance. Lecimy dalej. No i co, już jesteśmy pod zamkiem. Co ty chcesz ode mnie?
Orders of his lord.
For God's sake, don't bother me. Any delay.
Yeah.
Wypierdalaj w skrócie. Idź se tam zbierać marchewki czy coś. Wziąłem specjalnie skilla, żeby z strażnikami lepiej rozmawiać. Z 2 do retoryki. Proszę was. Przegadam was chyba każdy dnie, o każdym... Ło, to jest zamknięte, dobra. Każdej porze, dnia i nocy, o. To chciałem powiedzieć. Siema.
God bless. See you later.
A to z Hanuszowi.
The Lord be...
It's all sorted out, sir.
Excellent. I've heard some pretty wild rumors from Uji.
Maybe this will surprise you, sir.
Are you telling me the vicar?
I don't know about that, but he definitely
Christ, the man doesn't
No, they ran away.
Well, that's at least something.
He's probably hot on their heels.
Well, I hope he does. Anyway, Henry, thanks for dealing with that vicar. You pulled a thorn from my...
Thank you, sir.
God be with you.
Miecz świętego Michała. Sprawdźmy, co to za mieczek. Miecz długi. Tak samo jak ten. Oparty na sile. Lepsze podcięte, ale gorsze podkłute. Ja lubię mój miecz, bo jest fajne podkłute właśnie. Ale... w sumie... bardzo ładny jest, więc sobie go wezmę. Dobra. No to co, robimy kolejną misję, tym razem o niebezpieczeństwach na drogę. Zaczniemy misję z DLC.
Sir,
Of course,
well, I thought since we chased the bandits out of...
criticizing your liege lord, are you? And
Oh no, I don't mean anything by it.
easy, lad. I'm only pulling your leg. You're quite right. My garrison is a shamble these days. I lost most of my men in Skalitz, and what I'm left with after Pribyslavitz is hardly enough, let alone guarding the roads and That is, I didn't have the men. As it happens, recently I asked an old acquaintance for help. Sir Kuna of Rickwald and his mercenary band. The men who ride with him...
Well, excuse me for being so bold, but there's plenty of mercenaries around. Sure.
You have a point, lad, but I'd like to tell you I talked to Kuno because I trust him. But actually, you see, Kuno owes me a favor.
So,
Yes, but that's not all. I told Kuno I'd send him a guide. But really what I need is for someone to keep a close eye on him and his men. Go and report to him at his encampment. You'll ride with his band on patrols and make sure they don't...
who is this?
He's the last baron of the House of Rickwalt, which became impoverished. So he took to the mercenary trade, like many poor noblemen do, unless they become robbers, which often isn't all that different. He's certainly an entertaining companion, but as a mercenary...
That sounds a little...
Oh, it's nothing too bad. Just that now...
How is he?
I did him quite a big service,
Oh, that sounds...
You should ask him. You'll be spending quite... But one thing I can tell you, he seems to have taken inspiration from me. A lot of his men had...
All right.
Excellent. He set up camp between Good luck, Henry.
I will, sir.
See you later.
Banda drani. Okej. Brzmi jak dobra misja. I ten wielki znaczek DLC mi w końcu stąd zniknął. Są plusy. O, dobra. Do młynu. Trzeba mi zacerować ubrankę. Zacerować ubranka. za ten. sprzedać jakieś rzeczy może? Może, kto wie? Kurwa, dał mi miecz za 1,5 koła, nie? Dobra. Podoba mi się. Cześć.
I got them from Uncle Peshek. Just don't.
They're lockpicks. They're not.
True, but at least don't.
Wytrychy.
I've got some.
All right, I can.
Ej. O. 100%. Strawa mam dużo. Pijmy się wina. Osiągnąć nowy poziom w picie. Jupi-kaje. Kolejne pewnie jeżeli wbiję kolejny poziom, to będę mógł sobie wziąć w końcu. Możesz wypić więcej. Gdy piszesz, że budzisz się w własnym posłaniu, nic nie zginie. Nigdy nie opiszę, ale gotów. Okej. Rozwiązuję język, to biorę kolejne. Później bezpieczne przejście sobie wezmę. Bezpieczne przejście jest kurde bardzo dobre, teoretycznie. To jest takie nie, ale nie jest złe na pewno. Tylko, że nie wiem, czy dobrze idę. A dobrze idę, dobra. To git. Nie aktywowano dodatek dzikus. Do obozu. Idziemy do obozu. Hop. No i jest obóz. Będzie jakaś cutscenka.
I'll be with you. I'm looking for Sukuno. Sukuno? Baron Rickvold. Isn't this his camp?
You won't get nothing out of him. You must be Radzig's man. I heard he was supposed to send someone.
Yes, Sir Radzig sent me as a guide. I'm Henry.
I'm Jakey. And this here fella, we call the Stone.
I can see why. What's up with him? Cat got his tongue?
No, more like the dog got it. The executioner's dog. When the executioner ripped it out of him. Anyway, you better come along with me, and I'll introduce you to the other fellas. And the chief. These here are the Bearman brothers. Petter and Jan. They're a barrel of laughs, except when they're too drunk to string two words together. Like now. Don't get on the wrong side of them, though. When their blood is up, well, it ain't a pretty sight.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
Super ekipa.
Fancy poses, Stefan. You're trying to kill the fucker, not teach him how to dance. And you, Dangler, stand your ground. Don't let him lead you round by the nose.
Sir? Well, sir, this is Henry. From Lord Kobula.
Ah, it's about time Radzig got round to this. We need someone who knows their way around these parts. Leave off with the bowing and curtsying. We don't hold with that tomfoolery here.
Jakey! Where the hell are you sneaking off to? Go to the farm and get water. The lads are thirsty.
But I went last time.
And you'll go next time, you ungrateful pup. Get your ass moving.
snot-nosed brat. You pull them out of a pile of shit, and they thank you with back talk. Where were we? Oh yeah. We need a guide who knows these parts. So I hope I can rely on you, Herman.
That's Henry.
Right. Well, as I said to Radzig, I don't want to carry any dead weight. We could find ourselves in some very tight situations where every sword counts.
I know how to handle a sword, all right?
I've heard a lot of fellas say that. They still ended up on the wrong end of one. We'll find out. Stefan, take a break. Dangler,
Hard.
find out what Harold here can do.
Sure. No problem, Chief.
Czy to mam mu najebać? No dobra, nie powinno być problemu. No dobra.
Had enough. Fuck it. Mrtka. Come and get it. What? Oh, fucking hell!
O, miecz, miecz. Miecz, poziom. Halo. Miecz, miecz. Dobra. Znaczy nie w trakcie walki.
Come here, Lily Lemon.
No co to za jakieś pizdowate za ruchy, że... No co to ma być?
I'll kill you. Oh, fuck it.
A. Siła. No zdychaj. Ileż można żyć?
Giving up already?
No, w końcu. Najebałem mu. To, ale tak elegancko.
At all, I must say. You can ride with us.
All right, good. Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for.
Sir Kuno,
Drop the sir. That title.
what about your debt to...
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Col. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce, and I rode to Colleen with the delegation that was to... I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own heart. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking, and in the morning we set off together with sore heads, but in good temper. Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot. Seems... On the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. Colleen is a royal city, so he was there to represent...
I see. So,
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later, and I'd surely have ended my days swinging from the town battlements if it hadn't been for Radzig.
lucky for you.
Indeed, I owe my life to Radzig.
I'd like to
Ask away.
what about the fellow they...
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't...
So he scouts?
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was nearly every time he was right. And the...
Those bearmen...
Indeed they are. There's no more mercy in them than in...
Jesus.
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job. Real soldiers. As long as they don't get too drunk. Then there's no...
What can you tell me?
Fletching?
How did he come to join your...
Well, let's just say he was in the right place.
What exactly happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the...
Oh, now you've got me curious.
Sure, why not?
What about that dumb one?
The stone? Oh, he just kind of...
Just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding... You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking...
We might have done some things I ain't proud of. But wayfarers are sacred even for me. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole way. The fellas kept up. When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men. Stefan tried to tell him nice. Then the Bearman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold. Then he jumped. A man who can do that is a man you want on...
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in...
No, I figured if he can't talk, he can't tell. Besides,
What about Jake? Like a son?
I wouldn't go that far. But I've no family of my own.
Well, you were pretty hard on him, though.
A boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too. If we let...
True. Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family...
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing easier.
Oh.
But it's a long and twisted story. You see, he knew the abbess there. Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture...
Oh, you might...
Sinning and confessing all in one place. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Then, one frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke.
Christ.
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela, and a few... My sister and I were left destitute after the fire. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of... It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married.
But surely that was for you to decide.
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I just lost everything. You're telling me. But I'm not complaining. As my...
Should we ride out?
Aye. We ought to set out... I'd like to head to the north.
North of here,
I wouldn't mind paying a visit to those stables.
And from there?
From there, we'll follow our noses. Something...
Sure.
Zła krew. Okidoki. Zobaczymy, jak będzie. Na pewno chcę sobie umiejki rozdać, bo mam w sile i chyba w czymś tam jeszcze. A, to taka podróż, okej. Fajnie. Śmieszna. Patrolek. No, co się tu stanie? Oprócz tego, że w końcu sobie rozdam punkty. Walka. Miecz. Miecz krótki. Miecz długi, o. Szabla. Miecz długi. To jest zbyt długie, żebym to zapamiętał. Niech będzie to atrybuty. Siła. Więc mogę niezły zamach, które zadają większe czasy, kosztują cię więcej wytrzymałości. Mech, dzik. Biegu sprintem. To jest całkiem dobre. To jest średnie. Muł. Muł. Muł jest najbardziej praktyczną opcją.
What a fine day, eh, brother?
Indeed, brother.
You know what I like best about days like this, Jan?
The scent of chamomile wafting from the hillsides.
Among other things.
Ah, like the rounded hills, rising, perky, all soft and pink in the sunlight.
And the fertile valley below, spreading wide and inviting.
Dew glistening in a mossy hollow.
The sweet aroma of honey in the air.
The sturdy poplar, standing tall.
Faktycznie przy nich się nie można nudzić.
Aye, it reminds me of that day. That day where the two of us fucked Fletcher's ma.
Very droll. You'd make a stuffed bird laugh.
Your ma's a stuffed bird. I stuffed her myself.
I can't smell any chamomile.
Well, men, how are things?
May I?
Yes, Fletch?
How shall I put it? I'm a little concerned about the prospects in these parts, Chief.
Oh, how's that?
I've been looking around, and if you'll pardon me, it seems to me that we've been stuck for a long time in the arsehole of beyond.
It's not France, I'll grant you.
What I mean to say is, I haven't got any new kit or arrows since the day Jakey joined us. It makes me uneasy, Chief.
I see. What about the rest of you?
I don't know what Fletcher's moaning about. There's plenty of booze and loose wenches nearby.
Not to mention fools in the taverns who don't know when to stop rolling those dice.
Dangler?
It's the arsehole of beyond everywhere we go. It always makes me uneasy.
Jakey?
Fletch can complain. I was supposed to get a suit of armor, and all I got was a shitty kettle hat.
Sorry, but they don't do hauberks in girl sizes.
Oh? Well, how did you get yours then?
All right, I appreciate your honesty, lads. Don't worry, there will be plunder. We're here to fight. It's the victor the spoils. And so it's always been. But no purse of silver will shed blood for you on the battlefield. That's what this company is for. And I hope you never forget the golden rule. You can joke all you want, moan all you want, but nothing will keep your skins in one piece better than trusting your leader. you choose by your own free will. So don't ever forget that.
Amen.
Let's go! Behind me and keep your eyes peeled.
No to jedziemy, nie? Tutaj. A co będzie dalej? Dowiemy się w kolejnym odcinku. To tyle, widzimy się w kolejnym. Na razie.